Care on Women Radio, WFM 91.7, Nigeria's only radio station for women and their families. My name is Susan Ihoma, and I will be your host on the program. Climate Care focuses on the environment, health, and how climate issues affect our everyday lives, especially women and their families. Last week, we discussed how climate change affects women and girls, you know, from health risks to economic pressure and food insecurity. We had a robust conversation. And so today we are moving beyond awareness to action. We don't just want to, just raise awareness. We also want commitments. We need people to take actions and take responsibility. So our focus is not just on what is happening, but on how families can intentionally, prepare, adapt, and protect their future in a changing climate. So climate change is no longer distant. Before we used to hear about it and it looked as if, oh, it's not here with us. It is here. We see the rising temperatures, we see the flooding, we see the prices, the hike in food prices, and the unpredictable weather patterns every day. So the question is, how can our families, move from reacting to planning ahead? There's something called being proactive. And on this show, we're looking at not just what is happening, but how can families, how can our communities, how can our women and girls who are the most hit, start planning ahead? We hear most times people say prevention is better than cure. And yes, we agree. And while we wait for our guest who we believe will join us, we want to say that to be a part of the program, you can join our phone lines on 0700 0917 917, 09155 917 917. You can also reach us through our toll-free line on 0800 123 917. You can also send us a text or WhatsApp message on 031 756 537 or 08155 917 917. You can also watch us live on YouTube at WFM 917. And you can also follow us on our social media handles, to be a part of this program. We want everyone to contribute, even if you are a specialist, we also need you to lend your voice on this. And you can also listen on WFM 917. You are still tuned into Women Radio 91.7, and the time is 11:35 a.m. This is Climate Care, and we are discussing beyond action how families can prepare, adapt, and protect their future. And in a changing climate, here in the north where I live in Abuja, and you wake up early in the morning and you're feeling so cold, and before 9 a.m., everywhere is so hot. So we are looking at how people, how we can adapt to the changing climate, how we can help ourselves. And while I look forward to our guests joining us, one of the important things we want to discuss is climate change is already affecting our daily life here in Nigeria. And so what does it really mean for a family, to prepare for climate change rather than just waiting for emergencies? How do families begin to prepare? And one of the things I would profile is the fact that families need to stay hydrated, whether it's your children, whether it's you as a family. Stay hydrated. Take lots and lots of water. Don't wait until you feel thirsty before you look forward to taking water. We have to stay hydrated. I think I have our guests join us. So let me quickly do the introduction so that we move from there. Our guest today is, I please don't be offended. I hope I don't murder your name. Shekoyemi Ibrahim Kure. He is an SDGs advocate. He is a creative specialist and a conscious musical artist. I mean, he's wearing many hats to him. So I don't know, drum roll. Grrr. Let's welcome Shekoyemi. And just because of want of time, I would like to do that with our first question so that you introduce yourself and take it up from there. Climate change is already here and it's affecting us here in Nigeria. And so for us, what does it really mean for a family to prepare for climate change rather than waiting for emergencies when we see flooding, when we see too much heat, when we get dehydrated and all of that? So what do we look forward to families preparing, because we are now looking at preparing ahead. We want people to take action, not just wait for emergencies. Over to you.
All right, thank you so much, Susan. My name is Shukoyemi Ibrahim Kure, creative specialist, as you said, conscious musical artist, and advocate for the SDGs. So, strictly, what I do is